This black caregiver was absolutely outrageous. On his very first day at work, he was already eyeing the boss's secretary with questionable intentions. While feeding the boss, his eyes remained glued to the attractive secretary. When organizing the boss's mail, he discovered a beautiful physical therapist. Whether the boss liked her or not was unclear, but Driss certainly did. Driss was always careless with his work. To test whether the boss truly had no sensation, he poured boiling water on his legs. Friends couldn't understand why he would hire such a person. But perhaps for someone with disabilities, respect matters more than love, because Driss never treated the boss like a patient. When the phone rang, he would hand it directly to his completely paralyzed employer. Thinking the boss's beard looked terrible, he helped trim it like this, then this, and even this. When going out, previous caregivers would secure the boss in a special disability vehicle. But not Driss, he'd fire up the sports car instead, letting the boss feel the roar of the engine. The engine's rumble thrilled Driss so much that he floored it and took off. Ever since the paralysis, the front entrance had become the neighbor's parking spot. Driss furiously dragged the neighbor out and hauled him to the no parking sign for a friendly interaction. At an art gallery, when the boss mentioned spending 100,000 euros on what looked like a blood splatter, Driss was bewildered. The boss, knowing he didn't understand art, tried to change the subject with chocolate, but Driss flatly refused and mocked the boss's taste. Rather than getting angry at the mockery, the boss grew even fonder of this big fellow. Back home, Driss felt he'd been culturally enlightened and started painting. The final product looked somewhat abstract. Everyone who saw it was Driss's work was highly skeptical. The boss introduced the painting to a friend as a new work by a renowned artist. The friend immediately bought it for 15,000 euros to take to a London exhibition. When the boss gave the money to Driss, he burst out laughing. One day, Driss lured the secretary to his room. After showing off his oversized bathtub, he invited her to bathe together. The secretary smiled and said, "Sure." Happiness came so fast, like a tornado. This was more momentous than Columbus discovering the New World. He didn't know why the secretary was being so forward today, but the next second, the secretary turned and walked away, leaving poor Driss standing there like a fool.